Welcome, welcome, and welcome. I'm so excited to have you here with me today. Actually, for the next 3 days, we are together talking about parenting with confidence, what that means, what that looks like, and how it's going to look to you in your everyday life, how you can apply what I'm going to give you in your normal routine of living, how you're going to tap into your greatness and truly build a healthy family. I'm excited to be with you, and I'm delighted that I get to share with you on today. So I am just expecting you to just sit back, relax, and enjoy everything that we're going to talk about today. Okay? So you see it. We are going to get started. And so you're here, Parenting with Confidence, author Q Futrell. All right. So my welcome to you. Let me just say this. I'm proud of you. I'm honored that you decided to make the change. I'm excited that you decided to be the change for your family, because guess what? Somebody has to be. And I don't care how old you are. I don't care how often you feel that you're always taking the high road. Let me be the one to say, congratulations. I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see you on the other side. Now, about the champ. That will be me. So I'm author Q Futrell, and I work with women who are well put together, got it going on, honey, okay? On the outside, but on the inside, they're broken. I help them change their story. And because I have been broken and I've been raised by two previously incarcerated parents, my goal is to work with organizations and families daily so that we can help support those children with what they need. Okay, so that's me. Grew up in the city. I'm a city girl. I now live in the country. No offense, but I love the city life. But I enjoy the peace and the calmness of being around grass and nature. Okay, so listen, let's jump right into the content. I'm excited. I hope you are excited. Right now, let's take a pause. Take out your pen. Take out your paper, take out your iPad, get in your notes section, because you are going to need to write down what it is that I'm going to give you. When I say something good, you'll need to write it down. When I give you a good point, you'll need to write it down. Here's why. When we write something down and we can look back at it, or we post it up and we see it, we're more likely to do it than if we just try to memorize it and think that we're going to change our behavior, because 9 times out of 10, we don't. All right, so comparison is the thief of joy and is the father of low self-esteem. Father of low self-esteem. Comparison is something that we all do, but it's something that I want you to grow out of, because what I have, you don't. What you have, I can't get. Why? Because we were created 2 different ways, 2 different backgrounds. You don't know what I had to struggle with, just like I don't know what you had to struggle with. And to be quite frankly honest, I don't know if I want to take on your shoes, and I don't think you can afford mine, right? So just remember that. Comparison is the thief of joy and also the father of low self-esteem. My goodness, the father of low self-esteem. All right, so our first point for today is it's time to evolve your cycle, time to evolve your family circle, okay? What do I mean by that? I'll tell you, right? So evolving your cycle simply is the fact that you want to change it. You want to pluck some things up. You want to shake the feathers of things, right? So this is what this point is today, right? To help you evolve your cycle, first, I need you to admit that there's a cycle. Yeah, I'll sit it there for a second. First, I need you to admit there's a cycle, because here's the thing. Many of you go around and you believe that, oh, nothing's going on. Oh, no, that's okay. I don't have to deal with that. I'm not going to deal with that. Excuse me. In order for you to be better, you first have to admit that there's a problem. In order for you to do better, you first have to admit that there's something there that even needs to be better. So let's think about your cycle. Let's think about your family, right? Let's think about the things that have always been done. Let's think about the ways that have always been made. that weren't right, that weren't comfortable. In fact, it caused a lot of trauma in other places. Let's think about that. So if it doesn't work, why do we keep doing it? And so why do we keep doing it? The next question is then, why do we keep letting it happen? Why do we keep letting it happen? Now I want to say, then why do we pretend as if there is no problem? Why do we pretend as if there is no issues? Why do we pretend that there's nothing that we need to admit to? Okay, so that's the first thing involving your cycle. This is the how behind how you can change your family cycle, right? Mythbuster, alert, alert, alert. Oh my goodness. Listen, being strong. Oh my God. I have been the biggest, not victim of this, but I have been probably the strongest woman one of the strongest women that you've ever met, right? Being strong is so weak. God, it is. Because what you are doing is suffering in silence. We are saying that everybody else has to get taken care of. I don't matter, right? Because I can't cry because that's weak. I can't ask for help because that's weak. But what does that do to you internally? It eats you up. It causes anxiety. It causes depression. It will end you dead if you don't stop it. Stop it, please. Being strong is a myth. It is okay to ask for help. Let me just be clear on this. Not everybody has bad intention. Although some people that you have met have. I won't take that from you. But not everybody. Not everybody. Set some boundaries before you just let go of everything to certain folk, okay? Set some boundaries, right? But I don't want you to be so strong that you're dying on the inside, because being strong is weak. All right? Comfort zones. Oh my goodness, comfort zones. Let me tell you something. Nothing worth having is ever birthed out of your comfort zone. Nothing. No child labor. I've never had a comfortable one in my life with my children. I don't know a woman that has. Occasionally you'll find one or two that's like, oh yeah, it was nothing. But majority of us, okay, really had a traumatic experience. We really had a bad experience, but it was all worth it, right? Nothing worth having will ever come out of your comfort zone. So there are some things in your family that has been sitting there that you got to uproot, and no, it's not going to be comfortable, but somebody's got to do it, because who doesn't? All those people who haven't, it just keeps on going like this. One circle after the other, one circle after the other. And we are saying that we want to evolve our cycle. So we're tired of it going like this. Now we want it to go this way. So the only way we can go ahead and backtrack, undo, and fix some stuff, heal in areas where we know we need to be healed, is to step out of your comfort zone and do it, right? And so in doing it, sometimes, oftentimes, most of the time, you've got to have those uncomfortable conversations, people. You were raped. You were molested. Your mother or father was on drugs. Your mother or father was addicted to alcohol. Your mother or father wasn't around. They abandoned you. You were raised by your grandmother. Your grandfather didn't treat you right. Your grandmother didn't treat you right. Your aunts didn't treat. Uncomfortable conversations. It happened. There's not a doggone thing that you can do about it right at this moment. But what you can do is prevent it from happening to your children. What you can do is prevent it from happening to any other family member by having those uncomfortable conversations. You have got to even have those uncomfortable conversations with your spouse. Yeah, I said it. With your spouse. Your husband doesn't deserve not to have you all to himself, because when he touches you, you cringe. When he says something to you, something inside of you rages up and you fight it against him. It's not him. It was your dad. It was your uncle. It was your grandparent. It was that neighbor. It was some other adult figure who was significant in your life, but they crossed boundaries and they hurt you. And because of that, now, whenever another adult significant figure comes into your life that resembles them, that is the same sex as them, that has the same name as them, you flinch up and you become a different person. Let me tell you something. You can't continue to live your life like that. So it is time right now to have those uncomfortable conversations. How do you do it? You just start them. You say, hey, I'm uncomfortable in sharing this with you, honey, but here's what it is. X, Y, and Z happened to me. X, Y, and Z used to say, and every now and then you say this, and inside of me, it causes a monster to flare up. And that's why I respond sometimes in the way that I do. But I want us to move forward in our family so that we can be healthy, so that we can have a strong family, so that then we can pass that on to our children. Because we don't want our children to learn the habit of pretend. Oh, we don't want our children to learn the habit of pretend. So get uncomfortable and do it. Get uncomfortable and do it. Time maintenance, guys. I would like to tell you that you could have time management and that you'll be able to manage all your time and be perfect and precise. I'd like to tell you that I do it. I would lie. I would lie, quite frankly, if I told you that. But I do have time maintenance. I'm able to take out a chunk of time where I give my work X, Y, Z amount of hours, but I make it up to my children with quality good 2 or 3. I'm able to give my children and my family a good 10 or 20 hours. And then I'm able to come right behind it and give my work a quality 2 or 3. See, there is not going to be this thing called balance that we're looking for. We just got to find out how we can all make everything work in harmony together, right? And in that means I need time maintenance. So I need you to reflect and look at some of the things you're doing. What's some of the things you can do less of? What's some of the things you can focus in on a little more so that you can have more in the end? But don't ever lose sight of what matters now. Your children, your family. You don't get that time back. So you have to make sure that you have moments that are strictly for them, uninterrupted. Let me give you an example. So I have recently given my family 24-hour moments with me. And I do it every so often where I will completely shut my phone off. Now, let me just say, for somebody like me, me shutting my phone off means I'm waking up and getting up once the 24 hours has marked to hundreds of emails, almost hundreds of texts, lots of inboxes, inquiries, PayPal notifications, X, Y, and Z. And so in that, it's hard for me because I want to respond and get back and tell them, yes, I can interview with you. Yes, I can be on this show. Yes, I can do this. Because it's all a part of me and where I come from and want to be this overachiever, wanting to prove that I'm not my parents, wanting to prove that I made it. But my family deserves me. And guess what? When I respond 25 hours later, the offer's still there. I haven't missed life. I haven't missed opportunity because I've decided to give my family, me, all of me, for 24 hours. Yeah, they share me enough all the time. They could at least get me for 24 hours with no phone. Now, I like to say I could go a week without my phone. Unrealistic. So I'm not telling you to do that. What I am saying is make sure that whatever your time maintenance looks like, make sure that it's realistic because you'll set yourself up for failure. And we don't have time for yet another regret to happen in your life. All right. Wasn't so bad, was it? You even get a bonus. So bonus number 1. Excuses are for. Excuses are for people who don't want it bad enough. That's what they're for. Excuses are for people who have not declared war to say, I want and my family shall live. My family shall be healthy at all costs. If that means I have to give up being comfortable, if that means I have to give up faking, I want it bad enough. Do you want it bad enough? I asked that question. I hope you do. I want it so bad for you. Oh God, from the bottom of my heart, I want it so bad for you because your children, their children, and those to come generations thereafter deserve it. All behind this one choice you can make right now at this moment. All right, now, I told you, you get exclusive access, 24 hours, 7 days a week support. It's there. I have it available for you. Search us on Facebook, Parenting with Confidence. It is a closed and private group. And I will be quite honest, when you request to be in the group, my admins will look at your bio, will look at your page, we'll do some searching to make sure you have other friends and you're a real person. We're going to do some stuff, right? We're going to make sure that you're just not a person who's just trying to get into our sacred space. We share a lot. We talk about a lot. We cry with each other. We pray with each other. We encourage one another. We listen to each other vent without judgment. So you have now been officially given exclusive access to jam with us. So I'm looking forward to seeing your name pop up saying that you're requested to join, because once we see that, access will be granted. Once we look at your account, because I do want to be very clear that it is a very sacred and safe space. Safe space. All right. Now, can't leave you without an affirmation. Just know you're getting 3. Today is number 1. Tomorrow you'll get your second. And on the last day, you'll get your third affirmation. And then I will give you homework of what I expect you to do and how I expect you to affirm with your family every single day. You ready? Say this with me. I am a champion. I have succeeded against the odds. I will not quit. I am relentless. Just make you put your shoulders back. I am relentless. I love it. One more time. I am relentless. Yes, you are. And I'm excited to take this journey with you. I want to say thank you very much for your time, for your patience. Thank you for taking the jump and deciding to be the change. Your family deserves it. Your family deserves it. And guess what? More importantly, you deserve it. I'm excited for you. We'll see you on day 2. Bye.